Hello and welcome to Story Meadow, stories for car journeys, bedtime and any other quiet time. My name's Marion and today I'm going to share a very special story with you all. It's another Billy Bunny adventure. Before we start, I'd love to share about our beautiful Billy Bunny picture book, which you can buy from the website. It's called Billy Bunny and the Woodpecker Nest. And it's a beautiful hardback book with lovely thick pages and beautiful illustrations all the way through that my illustrator Claire Warwick has designed for me and made absolutely wonderful and magical. You can see what Billy Bunny looks like, what Squirrel Lily looks like, and even little foxes in the story too. And you can enjoy the whole story with a read along as well, so you can listen to it on Spotify and you can flick through the pages of the book as well. They make really beautiful gifts and I can even sign them with an author's note, a personalised message or anything that you want in there. Just head to storymeadow.co.uk to order your copy today. Okay, enough chatting. Let's get all cozy so we can relax into the story. Let's take a first big breath in through your nose and slowly back out through your mouth. Lovely. I think it's time to start our story. Are you ready? Billy Bunny and the Cheeky Chipmunk Brothers. One day, Billy Bunny was out in his garden looking for his favourite toy truck. It was a monster truck that was red and blue with big chunky wheels, and Billy loved to play with it in muddy puddles. He loved to make ramps for it, and he took some tubes from Daddy Bunny and he would put the cars through the tubes, and his monster truck was just the perfect size. His tracks would go all around the garden, and he would have fun all day, splashing in the puddles, then cleaning his monster truck and playing all around. But this morning, the monster truck was nowhere to be seen. He'd looked in the flower bed, he'd looked in the vegetable patch, he'd looked near the sheds and in all the pots and plants, even near the tree, and there was no sign of Billy Bunny's favourite monster truck. Oh, thought Billy, I'm sure I played with it out in the garden. Where did I put it? And he sat down on a tree stump. Well, it wasn't long before he started to hear some strange noises. He started to hear some giggling and some vroom and some splash. And he wondered if somebody might have a similar game to him. Billy Bunny followed his ears and went towards the noise, and it led him to the hedge at the edge of his garden. And Billy Bunny poked his little face through the hedge and looked through it. He spotted 3 little chipmunks. Now, chipmunks, I don't know if you know, are quite like squirrels, but they have a shorter tail, and they're a little bit smaller than a squirrel, with black stripes usually or darker brown stripes down their backs. And they're very fast. They are a bit different to squirrels because squirrels climb up in trees and make nests in their trees, but chipmunks actually make their nests in burrows in the ground. Now, these cheeky chipmunks were not burrowing under the ground. They were playing with a giant muddy puddle. "Make it wetter," said one of them. "Make it splashier," said the other. And then the biggest chipmunk started to pour more water into the muddy puddle. "Oh, squelchy," they said. "Oh, let's try it again. And they went over to a big ramp right at the edge of the puddle. And the youngest, littlest chipmunk took a car, and he zoomed it up the ramp. It went flying, soaring through the air and landed smack in the middle of the big, muddy, squelchy puddle. And Billy couldn't believe his eyes, because that car was not any old car. Do you know what it was? It was his monster truck that he had lost and that he was looking for. He'd been looking all morning for it. "Oh," said Billy, that's mine," and he whispered it to himself. Well, he saw that the chipmunks actually had lots and lots of cars that they were playing with, and he thought, well, maybe they won't notice if I come and get mine from them. And he tiptoed over and came a bit closer and came a bit closer, and the chipmunks were all playing with all of the other cars. But his monster truck was stuck deep in the middle of the big muddy puddle, and he couldn't reach it all by himself. He tried. He was about to reach his fingertips. His little paw was reaching, and whoa, splat! Billy fell into the muddy puddle. Oh, no! And the chipmunks' heads all turned. Whoop, whoop, whoop. "Oh, hello," said Billy, as he got up, all muddy. I was just trying to get this monster truck." "Oh," said the chipmunks, "but we're playing with it." "Oh, well," Billy felt suddenly very shy, and he didn't know what to say. He thought they were going to tell him off. What do you think he should say to the chipmunks? He took a deep breath because he was a bit nervous. "Well, this is my favourite monster truck. I don't mind you playing with it, but I really wanted to play with it this morning too, and I couldn't find it anywhere, and then I heard you playing, and, well, please can I have it back?" What do you think the chipmunks said? They said, "Of course you can. We've got lots of cars. That's absolutely fine." Billy said, "Oh, thank you, okay." And he started to walk away with his car. And he was a bit muddy, so he shook off the mud and walked back into his garden through the hole in the hedge. But when he got to the other side of the hedge, he started to hear the giggling and the playing and the ramp and the splashing all over again. And it sounded really, really fun. And actually, Billy realised he didn't really want to play all by himself anymore. What do you think he wanted to do? He wanted to make some new friends, and he wanted to join in their brilliant game. So he went back through the hedge, and he stood on the edge, and he watched for a little bit. And he saw that the game looked so fun, and they were launching the cars off the ramp into the muddy puddle, splat, 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 and the chipmunks were giggling. And after a while, Billy took a deep breath again to help himself be brave. Let's do it with him. Are you ready? He said, "Hello." And the 3 chipmunk heads turned to see Billy. Whoop, whoop, whoop. My name's Billy Bunny. What's your name, and can I please play with you?" The chipmunks grinned, and the smallest one said, "I'm Rupert," and the middle one said, "I'm Wilfred," and the biggest one said, "I'm Nathan. We're brothers, and we love to play with squelchy mud and cars and racetracks. Look at our track." And they showed Billy how they had built an amazing racetrack. There were tunnels, there were planks, there was actually more than one squelchy muddy puddle, and their track went all the way down through the forest. "It's amazing," said Billy. "This looks great. I love it. Can I join in?" What do you think they said? "Of course you can. Get your monster truck in it. Your monster truck's the best one. It's so fast. Shall we race them?" "Yeah, let's race them." And the Chipmunk brothers started to play with Billy, and they raced cars through the mud all afternoon, adding more squelchy puddles, adding more racetrack, and making a most fantastic game. The end. I wonder if you've had a go at making a racetrack in your garden. We had the most brilliant ideas this week at Story Meadow because we were making racetracks with real toy cars. And we actually had some cardboard that we cut out into a puddle shape. And then the children painted them with real mud, and we could move our muddy puddles all around our track so that we could use them in different areas. So sometimes the cars were coming out of a tunnel and falling into a muddy puddle, or sometimes they were going up a seesaw and pinging off into a muddy puddle. And we had a brilliant time making really fun tracks. I wonder if you will give it a go too. Or maybe you could draw a picture of a great racetrack, because I bet you've got brilliant ideas. If you want to send me pictures of what you get up to, you can send them into info@storymeadow.co.uk. That's my email. And I'll absolutely love seeing all of the amazing racetracks and brilliant ideas that you all have. I'm sure there are plenty. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.